We have been assigned some cases.
Alright then, Governor. I'll pull the paddy wagon around the front then, shall I?
Must be found. The other agents couldn't get them. But I can do it.
Well, you're sure you're not lacking for confidence there, are you, Alexander, old boy? Yes, it's actually the voice actor for Alexander, I'm not exaggerating. Chapter 1, The Forest of Steaks. Tasty, tasty steaks. I do hope there'll be peppercorn sauce. I kind of doubt it. So the kind of place Mike Leroy would like to hang out. What do you reckon, Mike? Do you reckon there'll be any peppercorn sauce?
No.
Really? Well, will there at least be mustard?
No.
Jake Gibbs, London, 1962. Professor of History. Suspected for the kidnapping of 17 people, disappeared in the adjoining areas of a cabin owned by his family. The missing persons have in common certain indirect factors, religious
This is the bad man.
practices, foreign nationality, that are not reason enough for the local police to start an investigation. Doorways
Oh, he's a blind
the
racist too.
profiles of the victims to the topics in which Professor Gibbs specializes.
Or perhaps the police are, it's not entirely clear. Yeah, this... Oh, speaking of clear, those you have played and wonder what's going on, I have skipped out the tutorial area, simply because it's immensely boring and adds absolutely nothing to the story. Very cartoony sky. So you'd seen like the Wind Waker or some such. But yes, it doesn't really add anything to the story other than the fact that your name is actually Thomas something or other, I forget already. I don't know, for this sort of intimation, I'm not interested in what per se is going on here, whether we're actually seeing and experiencing this, whether we're inside the minds of the psychopaths we're hunting, or whether we're inside Thomas's mind, so as getting a visual representation of the way that he is progressing through the case as he reads it and figures it out.
The place absolutely terrifying. I felt trapped, oppressed by those dark veils, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to stand a single minute lost in the darkness. I need to find a light source as soon as possible.
Yeah, stuff like this, I sort of get the intimation that we're sort of reliving a combination of his memories of the case, and, as I say, sort of in his head, it's all combined as he's playing back everything to himself that he remembers experiencing, combined with him working things out and other bits and pieces, and we're sort of getting everything after the fact. There's a lot of this isn't real, is what I'm saying. I mean, clearly he has been playing a lot of Shadow Man in the meanwhile, which probably wasn't a good thing to do when you're working on homicide cases. Not going to add anything to your experience, really, except blind terror. Speaking of blind terror, look at this torch thing that's been sort of stuck across the surface of the screen like some sort of slapshot texture. I don't know why, but I just don't like it. It doesn't really convey a sense of movement. There's a lot of other things in the game. I mean, the camera bobs slightly if you just stand still. Your character breathes and other such odds and ends. You react to falling, and the camera ducks as if you've had to, bend your knees to brace, stuff like that. The torch, you just, I don't know, kind of static and not really. It just doesn't mesh very well, is what I'm saying, or trying to say. As long as no dumpies come and attack me, we should be fine. Do you have anything for a shadow gun right now, though? Not going to be able to fire screaming wraiths of doom and destruction.
At that moment, I felt I was retracing the steps of many others.
That's what the story reminds me of, tracking down psychopaths. And, yeah.
The mortal chill that lurks in the darkness. Their souls went astray and got lost forever in the shadows. Because there was
So we're going to be fighting Stalfos.
Scared them even more. That made
Be
them
prepared.
flee into the dark woods. They fled the place I'm entering.
When dangerous wraiths of the Netherworld run away from the place you're heading toward, that's usually a good sign to get the fuck out of there, Thomas, old boy. I'm just saying. Oh dear. That's unsettling. Yeah, this game takes limited light sources to a whole new level. Oh my god. Screen, slow, red filter everywhere. In combination with the guy who got doing the voice acting, could you guys be screaming any louder throughout the course of your game? We really wish we were Amnesia. If only we were. Fuck, that's annoying. Idea for the next game, guys? Dedicated button for light sources. That'd be good. Or at least a not crappy inventory. Oh, and that's fucking annoying as well. Rather than just having, you know, a full-on loading zone, just that thing that a couple of Amnesia mods did, where it just sort of abruptly fades in and out. It looks like, even though you are technically standing in the same area, it's just deloaded the map behind you because it doesn't need it anymore. Or it's loaded additional resources, kind of thing. It's really distracting. Definitely breaks your immersion. That's what stick with a loading screen and do what the Amnesia guys did. You know, put a bit of lure, a bit of text on there. You know, something that sort of apologises for the breaking of the flow by giving you more information or helping set the scene, kind of thing. Fuck. No, forward, please. Forward. Forward. Yeah, excellent. You're watching Short Circuit before doing this. It's obviously the movie you watch in preparation for having the shit scared out of you. You know, I have got diabetes from all the saccharin in it, but I think it was worth it. Actually, the diabetes might be from all the pink lemonade I've been drinking again. I think I might be addicted. Oh, well, whatever. Part of being a gamer, you must have at least one energy drink of some variety to which you cannot stop guzzling. It's in the contract somewhere, I do. Hi. How are you? It seems to be a one-way beam, love. I think, could you possibly move backwards a little, or... I can't hear you. Can you speak up? No, fine. Let's do it this way then, shall we? What'd you call me? If you weren't so obviously a demon of the nether regions, I'd kick you in the nether regions. Probably got teeth though, probably not a good idea. I'm gonna keep moseying this way. Was it really necessary game to reduce my character to... Hello? Oh, okay. Thank you for that. That was lovely. Thank you for randomly despawning her, presumably. Or loading the area ahead of me, whichever that was. Shoot was terribly necessary. Opus! Run! Jump! Da 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 da. Oh, fuck. Hello. It's a marvellous trick you've got there. But, fortunately, I can do this. I have the power to climb things and circumnavigate obstacles such as your fair self. She's a nice lass, just a little needy, you know. Constantly popping up in front of you after attention. Anyway, it's probably related to, Gerard. Gerard, is it? Jareth? Goblin King, you know. Well, some of you will know. Some of you will be far too young. And curse you for it. Oh, fuck off. I've not gone that far. I don't need enough area loaded already, surely. Then again, this game is built in Unity, I do believe. Judging by the interface that comes up when you first play it. Guys, don't build things in Unity. Unity is bad for you. And bad for me, too. Terrible resources, terrible engine. I know it's good because you can cross-purpose it very easily, but still, I don't like it. The downside to having things so... It's a trade-off rather than this. You know, it is very, very resource unintensive, but it kind of shows unless you've got everything cranked up to absolute max. Even though this doesn't look as good as some other games. Yes, again, considering how much you guys obviously wanted to be Amnesia, I'm surprised you didn't try and nick the was it the Ep10a engine? Was it? Was it on free now? I can't remember. I've been keeping up with my my tech blogs, obviously. Very nice, by the way. Still very Shadow Man. Probably the yeah, this is the asylum, isn't it? Gonna find people with hooks for hands and various disgusting other things, and things swimming in pools of blood and everything out to molest me and dance around, parading with my skin atop its head. Yeah. Don't growl at me, door. Oh, hello. How kind of you, opened a side door. What am I, part of the servantry? Fucking idiots. Right, fine. I shall go through the servant's entrance. I'll swipe something from the kitchens on my way. That'll teach you. Oh dear, oh dear. That's just rude, really. Didn't come here to be penetrated, thank you. Not today. Thomas don't play that game. This way, this way, this way. Haha, haha, haha. So you did there. Yes, yes. Make them almost the same colour as the floor and then put everything in the dark. There's oh fuck, there's more of you. Oh dear. Cages everywhere. I see what we're doing here. Test how aware of his environment the player is. You just didn't know I was trained as a ninja. That's right, a British ninja. There's a reason you never heard of us. Gentlemen, it's good to be here. As you were. Right, goodies, no goodies anywhere. Disappointing. The goodies in the tutorial was the only good thing about it.
Hundreds of people were tortured in this timeless place. What is this castle doing here? I could swear that there were no buildings or ruins like this in these woods. Many of the victims were prisoners of war, but some are much more recent. Of those I can see, I can look through their eyes. All of them are males. Prisoners, yes, but there were no wars being fought when they were caught.
Dum dum dum. What a twist!
They were kidnapped, one by one, and brought here by the professor. Might he see himself as a righteous man? An emissary of God?
There's absolutely nothing here to suggest that. Literally nothing. You come across a torture chamber. I mean, I've been known to be somewhat critical of the religious folk, but, oh, piss off. Even though I don't automatically assume that torture chamber equals religious folk, you know? Yeah. Trust me, there's a lot of torture and other shit going on that had nothing to do with religion. Seems to be a favourite pastime of humanity, torturing the shite out of our fellow brethren and all that bollocks. Yep, sit easy. Right, careful. The skills of a trained ninja. Ah, yeah, stand to the side. Land. He stuck the landing. There are a lot of these cages around. How do they even get up there? They're clearly not attached to any mechanisms. Yeah. I don't know if I can really claim that as shoddy game design. Just it annoys me. Admittedly, it's because I've been playing a lot of well, as always, a lot of Dark Souls and Demon Souls. So say what you like about From, but they put a ridiculous amount of detail into everything they produce. I guarantee if this was From design, well, first of all, it wouldn't be in first person, there'd be combat in it. But that aside, really, you didn't even bother loading the other side of the map until this door opened? Really now? Anyway, limitations of Unity. Told you, it's bad for you. And my torch went out because I jumped. God damn it. Even any point in having this torch. Ooh, hello. Man, orange, thing, cage. Keep that in mind as I progress. Ah, I see. That's the sequence I gotta step on things in order not to be penetrated. Superb. Man, orange, thing, cage. Man. Nah. Yes, well, what's even doing this? Yeah, say what you want about them. They make sure everything is how it should be, shall we say. No, I'm not putting this very well at all, am I? Can I really not climb under here? Now, unless Thomas is a bit of a chunky lad, it can quite clearly get through there. Well, I could anyway, but yeah. Then again, I am slightly on the bony side. But anyway, yeah. All those cages and stuff will be attached to very clear mechanisms that, willow. More puzzles. Man, thing, orange cage. 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 Right. Man, thing, Orange. Gauge. There we go. Superb. Eidetic memory. Oh my. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your skin. You are infidels, I'm gonna burn your face off. Really? You have to load a completely new map for that. Well done. Well done indeed. Anything interesting down the stairs, perhaps? Ooh. More notation.
At that moment, I remember wondering, is all of this just my imagination?
Probably.
Now I should add. Or is it a figment of the broken memory of this maniac?
Could be a little of both,
The
really.
tortured and murdered victims of this chamber have something to do with it. They were accused of witchcraft. Maybe something esoteric tainted their souls. And now, hundreds of years later, I'm being poisoned by their curse. This line of thought made me remember one of the details of the investigation that brought me to this place. A girl had gone missing in the proximity of these woods. An unfortunate teenager that, after some inquiries, I linked to Wiccan practices. Had she
Walking naked in the woods, you
been
mean?
tortured to pay for her heresies?
Well, historically speaking, it wouldn't be the first time. But, you know, I don't really know. That's kind of your purpose in being here, isn't it, Mr. Investigator? Yeah. In case you wonder why my character suddenly slowed down as I did that. This is the only game in recorded history to have what's normally the sprint button, shift, actually be the go slower button. There's absolutely no reason to go slower at any point in this game. At least none that I've found so far. Ooh, more puzzles. Let's see here, we got... Oh, double man, orange, double thing, cage. Okay. Double man, orange, double thing, cage. So, man. Man. Orange. Thing. No, I can't make that jump. Double thing. And cage. Next will be double mat. Yeah, double man. So, see Daisy. And I win, basically. It's surprisingly easy to get across there, really. But I can say one thing I do like about this game, it's true to its horror roots, you know, it's a lot of completely arbitrary and slightly nonsensical puzzles. Have I been this way? Nope, I've not been this way before. I don't... Oh, it is, it's this thing again. Still not open. You know, I haven't had any other mechanisms apart from the two which I presume are opening the big main gates. I mean, unless there's another mechanism hidden, perhaps nearer to this place? I mean, I haven't spotted anything as of yet. Maybe there's something on the other side of the big double doors, so I can, like, double back afterwards and do it that way, perhaps? It's man, orange thing, cage, and then in reverse, isn't it, basically? So, orange, thing, cage, then back to... Oh, doesn't matter. Excellent. That worked out surprisingly well. Still no sign of hidden mechanisms, though. That disappoints me, because it means that whatever's through there, I'm clearly not going to be... I'm clearly not going to be getting anytime soon. Well, that should be that. Can I go further back this way? You just loaded the map that's outside the gate, haven't you? Oh god. Every 5 seconds it loads something. Really. I'm not even joking at this point. Okay. Let's see what's down the path to the right here. If it'll finish loading things. You literally just loaded something, game. Let's not take the mick, eh? Right, just jump this. Da 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 da. Oh, just fucking barely. And there's nothing here. Really? What was the point? I can see. In fact, this might. Ow! Fuck! Just kicked my own desk. Ow! That hurt. this might actually be the area that I could see earlier through those bars, but if so, then what was the point? There's nothing actually in here. What was the point in having the bars there? To tease me with a flash of the outside? And what's the point in having this pit trap here? Okay, I'm definitely confused now. Comment in the, the thing down below if you've got any idea of why that little section is even there. Perhaps I have missed something. There's a way of opening that, perhaps, that I just haven't come across yet. Big set of double doors, which I also can't get through. No, doesn't seem to be any point to this either. I guess this game is missing a trick. I mean, I don't know why, but it was interesting, should we say, when the weird, creepy, whispery chick turned up. That was unnerving, most certainly, but she was not in any way threatening. She just sort of stood there, whispering. I mean, I'm presuming that if you made the mistake of bumping into her, she did something or other. I assume she's also the reason that Thomas here is scared of the dark, but outside of that, I don't really see her serving much purpose. I mean, she's not actively coming after me in any fashion. I don't feel threatened by her particularly. The game's looping, a Thea soundtrack.
I remember having felt great relief
Isn't
when
really
I left
working.
behind those sinister dungeons with their dark halls and their whispers. The presence of those accusing, tortured souls was killing me at every step. I didn't do this. Once in the clearing, the tranquility of having found an exit was interrupted by the sudden notion of my finding me once again in the dark woods. Those haunting shadows were starting to drive me insane. Still, something kept me moving forward. I knew I was closer than ever to the place I needed to find. I was determined to discover the truth. Whoever was responsible would pay for the suffering he'd caused.
Yeah, superb. Like I say, I still haven't particularly been given a reason to care about the story just yet. I mean, it's weird and I don't unnerving, maybe, if I'm feeling generous I could call it, but outside of that, I mean, the running round in the dark thing is, again, it's not particularly threatening. Again, I assume this is why the torch burns out so quickly. It's supposed to be a case of, you take one or two wrong turns and you're fucked. But again, that's the danger of running very quickly into the old brick wall is Tron-era gameplay, which is immensely frustrating. Especially when you're trying to be a story-driven game, as this one boasts itself as being. So, we've certainly a few flashes of various people being tortured in various fashions, but we've been given no reason to actually care about them. There's been no personality or story given to the actual people who are being kidnapped and such, and the man who's doing the kidnapping, we've got the briefest of brief dossiers that includes his date of birth, and that's about it. I think I fell down. I did. At least I didn't hurt myself too badly. Even our investigator here. See, there you go. That's unnerving, yes. Got a bit of weird sound effects and other bits and pieces going in its favour, but yeah, still, I don't know. Still not feeling any real connection with either the character I'm playing as or the people I'm going after, or indeed the victims of said person. I don't know. You could do a bit more of input on who these people are, where they came from. You actually could do sort of Thomas's motives for actually, taking on these cases and such as well. I mean, is he just a good investigator? Has he got psychic powers? Is he driven by... Ooh, hello. What's that? It's a key. Ah, nice. Is he driven by personal reasons? Is one of these people murdered a family member, a friend? Is he just relentlessly professional? What's going on here, No, dear. And see, that was effective. Even though at least semi-expected, that was effective. We also used, of course, the disguise fact you're loading the inside of the house, and presumably despawning the outside, to save our memory space and such, but still. You know, we seem to have sort of transitioned about, a good 100 years into the future all of a sudden. We've gone from medieval castles. Yeah, this is very much industrial grade stuff we got going on here. The house was old enough that you could... the fuck is this? It's like wooden workout gear. Perhaps he's a health fanatic.
I feel I've been in this place hundreds of times before, but I'm sure this is my first time here. Until yesterday, the existence of this hideout was mere conjecture. The applied engineering on these torture machines is astounding. What type of mind is that brilliant, and at the same time, that twisted, that it can design
The mind of a nutter,
systems
clearly.
so efficient in dealing pain and affliction? Having to go through the function of every piece of the machines is torture itself. I can feel the despair of the victims while the professor methodically assembles each part, making them watch, making them imagine the pain before provoking it.
This adds more to my theory that we're not actually here, we're just reliving his memories of the investigation
As accurately as possible.
as he tries to piece things together.
Feel what he feels, to see what he sees, and then find him. Not only physically, but spiritually as well. This is the price I have to pay to get him and make him pay for his crimes.
Now, see, stuff like this could make this game a very interesting treatise on the mental effects of combating, psychopathy and homicide and whatnot amongst, police and other investigative forces. Don't know if they actually go that route, though. Some very detailed drawings, actually. Disturbingly so. That's like a melon baller for the head. Interesting. Not sure about that one, to be honest with you. Involves pieces of wood, though. In fact, all of them have got something highlighted, haven't they? That's got a lever that's crossed out. So presumably that lever is missing, or no longer available, I don't get it. That's got like a little winchy thing. None of the other drawings apart from the one on like that rack thing were crossed out. I'm pretty sure none of these machines were lit up before either. Huh. Again, that sound effect would be a lot more intimidating if it weren't looped every 30 seconds. If it were contextually activated, perhaps. So that needs pieces of wood. Presumably this thing needs something rougher as well. What is it, though? Oops, something on the back. Let's see, machine with something on the back. No? No, it's on the top, isn't it? No, that's definitely not it. Fuck it. Doesn't seem to be any actual enemies of any sort. It's mostly been, jump scares and the occasional attempt. Ooh, that's a wooden chalk. I need that. Mine! Apparently good old Thomas feels the need to purposely reconstruct all of the torture equipment and examine it thoroughly in the course of the investigation. That's the melon baller. Also the world's worst hat. Talk about putting yourself through the ringer, Thomas, old boy. That seems to be one of the other torture mechanisms. Oh, hello. Something glowing on the, I don't know what that's for. It's very similar to one of the tools I used to use for, taking wheels on and off my skateboard when I was a child. That thing, maybe? No, that thing's got little turny things on both ends. The thing I just picked up definitely hasn't. Okay. Well, spending a lot of my time here thinking as a mechanic, rather than as an investigator. Kind of counterintuitive to the whole feeling of oppressiveness and whatnot you're obviously aiming for. Ooh, right, that's the... yeah. The other lever has been actually shattered, it's not just been removed. That explains why it's crossed out. Okay. How to progress then? That is the question. Sorry, I'm just humming along to the doorbell next door that I can hear going. Hopefully that doesn't turn up on the recording, but most likely will. Aha! This is the melon boiler machine. Need to use it to make well, oh dear. Again, that's like the amnesia thing, but a step further. If we actually see, rather than just hear. Although, I don't know. Hearing it and leaving the visual to your imagination, I think was actually a better idea. I mean, obviously it wasn't done for that reason, it was done for the sake of conserving resources and not having to animate all the crap. But still, I think just having the auditory worked a lot better. Do anything? That's the one that goes on the spiky chair. Spiky chair, which I last saw in Demon Souls, actually, come to think of it, in the Tower of Latria. 3-1, to be specific, I do believe, in the Prison of Hope. Oh dear. Strange bit of indigestion there, not sure what was going on. See, I still... Oh, the other chart. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's all of them now, isn't it? Yeah, I sort of keep expecting the game to actually spawn something. I don't know if the game actually has boss fights or any such. I mean, it's talking about capturing the psychopath, so... I'm presuming that, I don't have a diagram of this. Okay, I'm not sure what I need to do to, actually fix that one, then. Thing... Ah, hello. Ah, there's convenience for you. There's always an instruction manual somewhere. Just need to know where to look. Right, anything else in... Ooh, hello. Mine! Don't know what you are, but you're mine now. Ooh, hello. This yours? Well, that happened. Again, he was me expecting to actually have like a chase sequence or something going on. But no, it was a jump scare. Again, that's disappointing, to be quite frank. Don't really be needing them. Ooh dear. There are easier ways to get your bikini line done, love. Much easier ways. Stuff hunting. So I've already done this room. Yeah, that scraping metal little scream sound effect, because it's just looping over and over again, has gone from being unsettling, which it was only very briefly, to deeply annoying. You can't just throw this shit in there willy-nilly and expect people to be, terrified by it. That's to have context, goddammit. Nah, still would have been better with just the audio. The visuals just spoil it. What's this one then? There we go. The Strangler. I did actually know the name of this form of torture at one point, but it kind of eludes me at the moment. It was used in Teen Wolf very recently, I do believe. All the random places to see a form of torture. An MTV show. Torture and MTV to go hand in hand in a certain respect. Right, world's second most uncomfortable chair. After any chair ever used for school ever. Very strange. I mean, at least the guy isn't sexist. He's equal opportunities madman. Although there's no one of ethnicity yet. I find that a little racist. Okay, so this one is broken, so how precisely? Yeah, the lever is fucked, I got that much. Haven't come across a replacement yet. So, can I fix this? Or... Although I do have something I could use as a replacement, don't I? See if this actually works. Fuck, it did as well. Ah, that was that. Repair torture instruments, open door. It all makes a kind of a... Actually, who am I kidding? Makes no sense at all. now suddenly we've got lifts. We're just going through the centuries at a pace, aren't we?